Hello, I hope.
Hi!
Hello.
Hello.
Holy
Right,
moly.
it's been ages.
How is it 2025?
Yes, I have a 2025. This is the one I did for 2024.
Oh, no. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Ah,
us. How is it 2025?
I know, isn't it? It's shocking.
It's insane. Just insane.
It's madness.
I
Right,
know.
can you
Oh,
see us? Because I haven't got my iPad up.
Yeah, Cheryl's here. Heather's here. Hi, girls.
Speedy Gonzales. Hello, girls. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
It seems to, I can't believe it's the middle of the month already
No,
almost.
exactly. And
Laurie's here. Sally's here.
Oh, hello. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Sally.
Maureen. Oh, hang on. Jill. Paula. Hi,
Ooh,
everyone.
right, little gaggle.
All the regulars.
Yay. I better check YouTube, hadn't I? I always forget to check on
I,
YouTube.
I can check you. I can check YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
I'll go to
How
YouTube. You
is
stay where you're at.
everybody? Oh, Sandra's on the daughter's iPad. So there is Sandra, I'm assuming, is on YouTube.
Okay, I'm coming.
Cheryl
I
says
gotta
Happy
log
New
into
Year.
that one.
Oh, Happy New Year. Did everybody have a lovely Christmas break and sort of festive period? Were you busy, Julie?
Yeah. Christmas itself wasn't busy, but I like it
Don't
like
think it
that.
was on me.
I like it nice and
Quiet
quiet
and
now. Oh, I'm
relaxing.
always really busy up to it, and then it's nice to have it quiet
Well, it is because it's
over.
it's manic, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
Christmas, the run up to Christmas, but it's really nice. Just I completely switched off. It was so hard to get. I think we were going to come back last week, but I just literally could not get my brain into
Yeah, it's
gear.
getting going, isn't it? It's like that. I always call it no man's land in the middle of Christmas and New Year. It's like you don't know what day it is, you don't know what month it is, you don't know what time it is. It's lovely.
I think last week I did went to do that sound bath thing, and my friend stole, she only works Mondays and Tuesdays now, so she's off for the rest of the week. I said, wait, what day is it? I thought it was Tuesday, it was Wednesday.
I know, it's
Literally,
lovely.
I was so confused.
It's like being back to being a kid again when you've just got no comprehension of what it is.
Oh, Melanie, that you on Bramble Fox over
That's
on
me.
YouTube?
Yes.
Oh,
Yay.
Cheryl
Thank you.
says she had a lovely break, lots of scrapping our Advent kits. They were amazing. Thank you,
Oh,
Cheryl.
I'm so glad you like those. I mean, I have been seeing people posting them and
Yeah,
posting comments. It's been so lovely to get such nice feedback off everybody. Um, I think it was such a lot of work to put together, and then you think, like in my head anyway, it was like, oh, because no one else has done something like that before, and it was like, oh, will people guess it? Will it work? How will people feel about it? So it's
yeah,
such a
they
relief
did.
when people actually like it.
Yeah, I got it. It was good.
Yeah. So I'll get started and then we can catch up on chat and you can fill me in on all the gossip that you girls have got.
Huh?
So I hope you've got some because I need some juicy gossip. It's been ages since we had a catch up. But
Rock, Roxanne's here. Karen Pelton, Kim
oh,
Oh,
hello,
hey,
Thomas,
girls.
Karen.
Carol Spooner,
Oh,
Sam
lots of
Galloway. Yeah, lots
That's
of
a
it.
lot of US girls in here today.
Oh, you're bringing
yeah.
them in, Melanie.
I hadn't brought much of nothing lately. So
Oh,
Bring the
here's hoping.
bread.
Cheryl
Yeah.
says no pressure, but we've got to go even better this Christmas. Cheryl.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
gosh.
Palpitations.
Oh, I finally got around to opening all of my envelopes. And oh, first of all, the envelopes. Give me a
That's so cute.
million. Love. But
Because
just the stuff in them was wonderful. And I love that it wasn't all Christmassy. That made my heart happy.
there was
Yeah.
only one Christmas spread, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was at a crop yesterday, and I don't know if Barb is here, but she brought her
Can't see.
Advent to work on. And of course, because I've kind of seen it, but not in the flesh, as it were. I've kind of just seen it, pictures or whatever it is. And then she'd got them all stacked up, and then like she was flicking through them to what to work on next. And it was like, oh my God, it looks so good. And she was explaining it to someone who'd asked, and like showing them the envelopes and the instructions. I thought, oh my God, it does look really good, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. So I'm just
Yourself a
like,
pat on the back, Morag.
But
well, it worked.
it's
No, it was a
like,
good. That was a good team effort. I'm not. I can take credit for the design, but I can't take credit for all the actual hard work that went into putting it
Yeah.
in, packing it, and everything. Because actually,
It was a lot, wasn't it, to
well,
for
you
them to
imagine
pack
together.
together?
Yeah, because we
Especially
usually,
when they hadn't made the designs up.
yeah,
Like we would know what went with what because we
yeah.
designed them. But like when you're telling somebody else to do it, it's like, oh, what
Oh,
bits
and
go
the thing
where?
is, it was like the equivalent of 5 or 6 kits all in one go.
Yeah,
So hats off to the girls.
yeah, it was good.
So I'm going to get started this, and we can just, I say, we'll carry on, but just so we've got a chance of me actually finishing. So last year, I think it was in December. I had it in my mind to do kind of like a summary page for your album. So what I was thought this I did at the end of the year. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we did one at the start of the year? And as you're going through the year, you could just take a little snapshot and just add like a cute photo or a key moment. And hopefully each month you've got lots of things that you're doing, but just like a cute, just something to remind you what you did that month. So I thought we'll set one up for this year so we can fill it in as we're going. And then also in the Fox boxes, and mine's over there now, there's a month title in there. So you'll get a different, obviously, the relevant month each month in the Fox box. And
I
then
love
Melanie and
that.
I, yeah, we thought we would do a layout as a summary for that month. So again, you could just do those 12 pages for a whole simple album if you wanted to. But I thought it'd just give us something to do each month as well, and just hopefully inspire you guys to do something. So we'll start that next month because we can do a look back on January. So I better get something to do in January because I haven't really done anything. And then we can put something together as a page, and the pages can be different every month. But I thought it would just be a fun way for us to document the year and give Melanie and a nice something to do.
Yeah, I like that too. I love what you're doing today, and I think I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do two, one for me and what's going on in my life, but I think I'm gonna do one for Rowan for his book every year.
Perfect. And I just think that would be,
It
it's
would
such a
be good for lots of things, wouldn't it, Matt?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like books that you've read or restaurants you've been to or
Oh yeah, that's
Any
such a
kind
good
of
anything.
idea.
There's like loads that could.
self-improvement, like if you're doing
Yeah.
any kind of
Oh no,
self-improvement.
that normally goes by about March, Melanie.
Okay, stop.
Diet started. Oh no,
Still
diet
January.
ended.
Oh my God.
£3 down. Oh, £5 on. £1 down.
Yeah, yeah,
Just go
your
ahead and put a
scales.
big
£1 down.
yo-yo
Oh,
on it.
5
Your
on.
scales every month. Oh no, thank you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a bit too much.
Any kind of self-improvement.
It'd be good for a baby page though, wouldn't it? So like
It would
babies
for
Yeah.
months.
1
Yeah,
month, 2 months sort of thing.
yeah.
So
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
loads of things you could use it for, isn't there?
yeah, hopefully someone's gonna do that and they can share it in the group with us. So I don't know if everybody saw because I called it a guided scrap along so that you could scrap along, but you knew what you needed to prepare. So I put some measurements on the blog post. So if you're watching this back and then intending to do this a bit later, this isn't rocket science, but again, it was just something that we could do together. The measurements I have, I'll let them down.
I'll put them, I'll link them into the group from the blog post too.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, thanks. So I've done 12 photo mats and mine are 2.5 inches square. Now, I tell you who does a really good version of these type of things is Wendy. I think she's done one with tags or little she's not here at the moment. She's on holiday. So, but she's done things like with little tags or little die cuts, banners and things. So if you go and check out Wendy's Instagram, you'll see some other examples of how she didn't do the month related, but she's just done a
Yeah.
collage type
Kiwi's
thing.
been adding a lot of photos to her layouts as well, hasn't she, recently?
So I think I started this campaign last year because I said we've got to get more photos on a page. Because I think, I don't know, sometimes it's a bit of a double-edged sword, because I think a lot of us used to scrap just one photo, and I think I have seen a lot more people doing lots of photos, which I think is better,
Well, we all
isn't it?
take loads, don't we? This is the problem. We all
Yeah.
take them and then leave them on our phone.
So if you're following what I'm doing, so I'm on a 2.5-inch square mats, you obviously need 12 of those, and then my photos are 2.25, but then you can barely see the photo mat underneath. So really, you might want to do a 2-inch photo, or that's 2.25, so you can just barely see the mat around it. I think some of mine aren't particularly accurate. Oh, look, there's all of us girls. So here's a really good fun way, I think, to kick off your album. So I did do some prep because I was worried in case it wouldn't get finished. So I went through some old hip kit papers, and I would suggest for your mats to pick something kind of subtle or plainish. You could do something more loud and busy, but I just think for a photo, and of course most of them will be covered up at the end of the year anyway, so that'll be fine. But I think it will just be easier to work with when you're setting it up.
Stephanie says she does it quite often for holidays or sculpture trails. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those trails that everybody goes on.
She's a clever girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
I think I do remember actually seeing you did one. Where did you go? I did see one that you'd done a lot of some sort of trail, which I thought
You
was
probably
really
need
good
a double or a triple page for some of those. They have loads of them,
Yeah.
don't they? Some of them.
Now I did think, you could do this as a double page, but if you were doing it as the start of your album, that would be like a double page spread. You'd still need something on the first page, wouldn't you? Whereas I saw this one would be the first page of your 2024 album in this case, but entirely up to you. Because obviously you could have bigger mats.
It would be if you put it in an album, Morag.
Yeah, so like in my pile.
Be on the top of your pile.
Well, no, I mean, I can't promise it'll be on the top, or that the ones underneath it will be anything to do with what that year. But that's a bit of a minor detail. I
Morag
also
has a toppling pile of layouts.
Oh my God, it's disgraceful. No, so I'm going to take mine. So rather than just replicate this, I was thinking, well, how can I make it different for today? So let me just tell you some of the ideas I had, that you could do like a taller page. So your grid's going 3x4, 3 across and 4 down. And then you'd have a title coming down the side of the page if you wanted to. But I was thinking, that's just effectively doing that sort of thing, twisting it that way. But I was thinking what I might do for mine is I'll get rid of that. I'm going to make a pocket. I love a pocket. So that way I could put things inside the pocket and have these on top of the pocket, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense at all. And then that way, if you've got something, if you're not doing individual pages because you're a frugal scrapper, you could use this then just to store like your ephemera, or like if you were doing this kind of thing for your sculpture trail, you could put your tickets or your maps or whatever inside. So we'll do kind of that hidden pocket thing. And
You're so good at that hidden pocket stuff.
I love a pocket, me.
You do a good job with those.
I do love a pocket, I have to say. And so my tip would be, having done it on this one, if you're using a plain paper like I did here, you will definitely need, found handy, your T-square ruler. I don't know, when I was doing it, I just drew light lines going across. And then when I did the first one and kind of, I just eyeballed it in effectively, so they're not precisely the same, but I think that's what makes it handmade. And then I did the same going up the page. I think if I were to be strictly correct, look, I don't think they all line up necessarily. So even though it's not perfect, I think when you look at it, you don't really notice that some of
No.
my gaps are bigger.
And
So
if somebody does notice it on my page, they can just stop looking at it.
stop looking then.
Yep.
So I did stress over it, and because I had it all lined up, and then I stuck them down, I think because I tacked them down with my double-sided tape, and then by the time I squashed them down, things had moved as well, and then get a bit crooked. So I kind of got over that. So I'm going for the grid because I think that's going to be help me get in line, saves me drawing lines, and then. As I say, I'm going to leave a gap at the top, so this bit will be open to put your bits and pieces in. So that's my plan. All good?
All good.
I had just had a thought. So like your photo mats, if you made a template to use every month, you could just make your square, like cut it out of chipboard or something, and then keep it in your box, and then you've got your template, and you can just trace them off every month instead of having to measure them out and everything.
Oh, or you could use your. Oh, that one's
Oh.
2 1/4, isn't it? Hang on a second. I think that's right, actually, is it? Oh, I forgot about that.
Well,
Look.
even if it is 2 1/4, you can still cut around the inside of your line versus the outside or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is slightly bigger, actually. This is because that's the size of the photo mat. So, because I think mine's, it does say 2 1/4, doesn't it? Hang on a minute. That is right. That's the size of my photo. She says. It is, yeah. Oh, look, as if you've planned it, look. So you
Look.
put that over your photo. I've got a photo here. So just as you said there, you could take it off the ring. Then you can just pop your photo over the top and cut it out. So genius idea, Melanie.
Well, it takes a village. Okay, I'm done here. I'll see you next week. Bye.
And then my original one. So if you're playing along, I used a tab punch. They're quite deep, these tabs. So I just used again some plain cardstock. I had those cheapy little wooden stamps that cost about £1.
I love the look of that.
Yeah, so it's really cute. But so you can either go that way, or I think when I was doing the live for this one, Wendy suggested doing wooden tabs. So her wish was my command sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes she's been asking me for San Francisco and they've still not appeared. But these are a lot smaller, so I'd have more space because it is a bit of a challenge to get everything with those big tabs on. So I made these deliberately a bit smaller height-wise so that you've got a little bit more space between. So, and the other thing I thought about changing is rather than just stick the whole thing down as I've done on mine, I've just stuck them to the page. What I thought I might do is just stick them at the top so you've got like a flap, so you can lift the flap and have a little bit of a note underneath if you want to.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like some
cute too.
journaling, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I just thought of it all this afternoon. I was like, obviously
Yeah.
awake. So I've used it's got a little dot on mine, but I think I'm saying they should all go the same way, but they all do look the same way. So I think if you've got some sort of pattern that you're using as a mat, try and get them all facing the same way if you can. So if you are playing along then, you'll need 12 2.5-inch squares. And then your ruler, and just try and measure out kind of, or eyeball, a kind of an even space. I'm going to get some double-sided tape there with.
You could even do a Polaroid die cut, couldn't you, if you had one small enough?
Yeah, I saw Wendy had done a lovely layout. I think it was the one she did for Crop Don't Stop, and she'd done like a big grid design. And that's essentially the same thing, isn't it, really? But I really like what she'd done. So it's worth checking out, like the Bramble Fox. I can't find the end of my tape. The Bramble Fox Instagram or Facebook, and then you'll be able to see what she did.
Mm.
Scissors. So while I'm just going to start assembling this. I'm just going to do one row, I think, initially. Just work out where they're going, and then I can carry on and finish that off camera, because otherwise
That'll be
it'll
a
be
good
just,
place to start for everybody too,
yeah.
just to see how you start.
Because yeah, you don't want to see me sticking all this down. But I do need to start sticking down so I know where everything's going to go. So how was your Christmas, girls? Then let me tell. So post in the group if you've had something to shout out about over Christmas or New Year. How about you guys? Was it quiet for both of you?
Mine was
Christmas
quiet. Yeah.
Christmas was good. It was just goes too fast. It's just too fast.
Did you
Like,
get much time off because you and your mad bread
no,
making?
I did way too much bread making, but I'm working on a plan to not do that next year.
Yeah, I think it's too much because you've got a full-time job as well on top of all that, haven't you? So
Yeah,
it's not like, you know, that's your only job. It's just one of your two jobs that you've got.
Mhm.
yeah,
And your main
yeah.
job's two jobs as it is. So really that's like having three jobs.
I know, but I hate to say my main job, because my main job, I work from home and I'm not always busy with it, but when it is busy, it's busy. So
Yeah.
I'm not good at finding balance. So part of what I need to work on is finding some kind of balance.
Yeah, I think because otherwise you'll just burn yourself out, and then that's no
Yeah.
good for anybody, is it?
Welcome to the party.
Tiff said she worked Christmas night, so spent it with the oldies. Oh, bless.
Oh,
Oh,
it's nice
yeah.
though, I think, because our friend had gone to her mother-in-law's in a home, isn't she? And they looked like they had a nice time from what photos she posted, didn't they?
Yeah, they look like they're having a great time.
Yeah, better than ours.
Yeah,
More partying than me. Right, I'm
booking
just.
myself in that one.
Oh, I don't need 4 rows. I need 3 rows
Oh,
by
Ah,
4.
Tina said hers wasn't good this year, but
Oh
hopefully
no.
2025 will eventually improve. Oh, hopefully, Tina.
Yeah, I'm sorry about you. I think it was your mum that passed away, isn't she? But she's so
Oh,
lovely.
yeah.
that's
Sandra said
such
she
a
had a
hard
lovely
time
Christmas,
at
and
the
the highlight,
holidays.
yeah, was her
This
Bramble
year's it's
Fox
extra.
advent.
Oh, did you? Oh. I should have put some stenciling down before I stick down, actually. I did think about doing some. So you can just decorate your background however you want. I think I put some stamping down on my last one. So I put some just to show willing. I can do this.
Angela said her daughter came home for Christmas, first time seen her since August. Oh, lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, wow,
Where
that's
does she live
wonderful.
now, or where is she?
Doesn't say us, but yeah. I had my daughter back for this Christmas, so that was nice. She was in Australia last year,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
so mine was
She loves
lovely.
Christmas as well, doesn't she,
Yeah,
Melanie?
she's a proper my Christmas girl. So yeah, last year was just weird because my dad passed away in November, so I hadn't got him, and then Millie wasn't here, so it was like, oh,
Yeah. Oh.
the three of us
Oh,
around the table. It was like
gosh.
dismal.
Yeah.
Well, because so my daughter's on about going away to Australia this year, and so I've got it in my mind that because my son doesn't live locally, but because he's on about buying a house, so I've got it in my mind that actually it might be our last Christmas. It sounds really dreadful. Christmas all together for a few years, maybe. So I can't, like when you want to make it a bit
Oh,
more special. I told Julie, my
yeah.
friends, that I was making Yorkshire puddings and all sorts. Which I don't
You
normally
just
make.
have to make the new one your new normal, though. I think the problem is it's been normal to have everybody there for so long,
Yeah,
and that's your normal, but it does have to change, doesn't it? The kids
yeah,
grow
no,
up and
but that's it. I
yeah,
mean, but I just wanted to, make a bit of an extra
yeah, extra effort,
special.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
in that
make sure
way,
they
hopefully,
might want to come back occasionally.
that's what I mean. I was thinking, I'll just see. Oh, like you have to come and try my Yorkshire
I only have to say roast dinner and mine come back.
pudding.
So I'm all right.
Wait, you have to
Roast dinner.
say
Roast
what?
dinner. Yeah,
Roast
and
dinner.
mine come
Okay.
home.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have
Yeah.
Yorkshire puddings in
Yeah.
America?
Not down here, we don't. I don't know if they do somewhere
Do you know what
else.
they are?
But no, I no, I don't. I was gonna ask you what it is, but I kind of felt dumb.
It's like it's a batter mix, and they're like little. What are they like little?
Muffin. You
I
put them in a
like
muffin tin.
yeah, but they have like a hole in the middle of them, so you can fill them with gravy or whatever you want to fill them with.
Oh yes, bit of
So they are.
gravy.
Wait, so it's not
No,
pudding?
no, it's
It's
not
not
pudding. They
pudding?
go on your dinner, but
What the
it is
hell?
actually pancake mix. It's the same thing as pancake mix.
It is actually.
Y'all are so
But you put
confusing.
them in the oven in a muffin tray, and they come out like little pockets,
They're
like
so good though.
like
See,
cupcakes, but with a hole in the middle.
like a cupcake with a filling.
You can put filling in. They put because
So
I don't,
like you have like like dinner rolls and things like that, I guess, with a meal, or biscuits, like a biscuit with a meal, don't you? Or
with
some with
gravy.
meals. But whereas this one it's like a
Hmm.
puffy kind of.
Oh, Maureen says they're popovers.
Oh, is that what they are? Do you have popovers then?
Do you know what a popover is, Melanie? Has she gone?
No,
What's
I'm
a
here.
popover?
I don't
Oh, well,
know.
there you go.
I thought you
Maureen
knew.
says they're popovers. She obviously knows what they are.
Maureen's not from the South, though. We got to remember, Maureen's not from the South. He just lives
I've
in the
heard
South.
Oh,
of
right.
popovers. Heard of Popeyes as well.
Somebody needs to educate me. Maybe I do know what a popover is.
Maybe what we should have is like I should share my fantastic Yorkshire pudding photos. I'm so proud of these bloody Yorkshire puddings.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Oh, for goodness sake,
Angela
I've like
says they live in Mississippi and she lives in Colorado, about 19 hours away if they drive. So that is a
blimey.
long way.
Oh, that
Oh,
is a
wow.
long way. So it must have been really nice to have them back then.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
can't
She has,
imagine driving for 19 hours, quite frankly.
no, so she has 3 daughters who've always lived no further than 15 minutes from her. So the move to Colorado have been a huge transition for everybody.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I bet.
What a different climate
Wow.
as well. Don't know how you manage.
Yeah. Yeah, they have seasons up there.
Yeah, very
We don't have
extreme, I
seasons.
imagine. Since I'm not as
Laurie says it's kind of like a bread bowl, isn't it?
no,
They're not really
not so
breads.
bready. Yeah,
They're more they're puddingy, aren't they? But they're not a dessert.
they're not sweet. They're not sweet. They're
No.
definitely savoury, aren't they?
But then pancakes aren't sweet. It's a bit what you put on them, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'd have them savoury things. Sorry, my camera
Yeah.
keeps flashing. Right,
Yeah.
I've just done some quick stamping
I
on
think
that.
Sandra wants to know is there a Yorkshire pudding perspective coming?
Do you know what, Sandra?
Oh,
I think there
God.
should be, because it's like flipping out. My Yorkshire puddings were just like the picture on the in the recipe book.
Holy moly.
You need to put that up later.
I will. Actually, I wonder if I can get it on my phone. I'll tell you, I'm so proud of these Yorkshire puddings. Let me see if I can get my other phone on. They were just
Oh,
like,
my
like for
gosh.
years. And do you know what my secret was? If you want to know, not that you probably do.
I'm dying. Tell me.
Was so normally I would try. Oh, look, I haven't got a picture of them actually out of the pan, but they go. You put them in, and they all puff up, and then
Hold
I
it
don't know
up
if
to
you
the
can
camera,
see that.
Morag.
I don't know if you can see that, but
Yeah,
they
you
all
can.
like blow up into huge, poofy, and then it's like you say, you can put your gravy on, and so you're a bit behind
Then
me,
you
I
can
think.
fill them if you want. Like you can fill them as they have them as like hors d'oeuvres, don't they? With like
Yeah,
beef and horseradish in them, little
it,
tiny ones.
it's supposed to be with beef, isn't it? But
Yeah,
we just have
yeah, they're
Oh, my
traditionally
gosh.
with beef.
Tiff Cruz said, you need to play this back, girls, to hear yourselves explaining Yorkie puds.
Yeah, because you're only supposed to have it with beef, aren't you? But we would have them with everything if it was up to
Yeah.
us.
Cheryl says more crepe but thicker.
Oh, I sound like Dealey Smith, don't I?
Uh, Oh, Cheryl says roast potato in the middle is the best.
Oh,
I've never tried that.
no, not me. I try. I would just have gravy in mine, to be honest.
Everything needs a gravy or a sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to say, when we went to when we came to see you, we went to Cracker Barrel for brunch,
Mm.
and I had a meal that came. I think it was biscuits and gravy because I do like.
Biscuits and white gravy.
Oh, that white gravy is vile. Sorry, I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it.
You didn't
No, I
like it?
don't know what it was. I was expecting brown gravy, I suppose, because that's the only gravy I know. And
That's considered what we would call a milk
so
gravy.
Oh,
what's in
that
it?
doesn't sound nice.
Oh, it's so good. It's milk and
Oh
oh,
no,
it's
no,
so
no.
brown sausage, and then you take the sausage out and you leave the drippings in, and then you make a roux with like milk and flour and get it thick and put it over mashed potatoes. And, so good.
Right,
Cherry, that's
Jill
very
says
nice.
don't mention toad in the hole.
Oh yes, so did the hole.
Do you know what toad in the hole is?
Hey, we do egg in the hole.
What's that?
It's a piece of bread with a hole in the middle, and you put an
Oh
egg in
No,
it.
this is
definitely not that.
so the Yorkshire pudding mixture, and then you cook sausages, and then you cook them in the Yorkshire pudding. So how do you explain it?
Y'all got to stop.
I wonder why people think British aren't very gastronomic.
Because we're not.
Yorkshire pudding and toad in the hole.
Angela says, Melanie, your southern is showing.
Girl, when does it not?
Oh, so funny.
So what do you have? Because you have turkey for Thanksgiving. Do you have turkey at Christmas, or what do you normally have at Christmas?
Well, most people have like ham or something for Christmas, but my family does not like ham. And so every year I let one of the girls pick. So this year, Sandy, the oldest, picked. And I knew as soon as I told her she could pick, it's a big roast in a brown gravy with carrots and potatoes and
Yorkshire puddings next year.
mushrooms. And then all the sides, we have these peas called field peas. It's field peas, mashed potatoes. She likes rice, so we had rice too. Macaroni and cheese, green
I mean,
beans,
that's a banquet.
homemade rolls.
Did
Yeah, that's as soon as she said it.
both girls home for Christmas, or did you have to share?
Yes. No. Well, we changed the date up. So we always do Christmas with Sandy and Rowan and Ryan and all them. We always do it the day after
Oh,
Christmas.
right.
Um, it was very important to me to not make my kids feel pressured
Yeah, it is hard, isn't
about
it?
what day
Yeah,
they
it is
come.
very hard.
It is. And my mother was very good about not making me feel pressured. And so I'm passing that on to my kids. I want to see you. If it's not Christmas Day, then I want it either the day before or the day
Yeah,
after. So we usually always do the 26th, which is, it's fine. They're all kind of tired, but we get them the whole day. Nobody has to leave to go anywhere
yeah.
else. So that's how we do it.
Yeah, it is difficult. This is why, because I was thinking, my son Jacob, he would be him and his girlfriend are looking to get a place together. So I don't know if that'll be this year or next year. And
Mhm.
he's come home for the last 2 years, and she's had to work. She's a nurse, so she's had to work. I don't know why I can't pick this off, by the way. So I'm thinking like next year that they might want to stay up because she lives more local to where they live now. They might stay up there, and then of course Lauren will be in Australia.
Well, that's a good
So
excuse for you to go out there, Morag.
it is. Pizza go out for Christmas.
Yeah, go out and have it in the sunshine.
Oh, hang on a second. So 1, 2, 3 in a bit. So 1, 2, 3 in a bit. One thing I'm doing with this, by the way, I was lining up the bottom of my photos to the grid, and I'm thinking actually it's better to line up the top. So I just tack them down initially, just till I get started, and then try and maybe line up the left-hand side to the, the one below. So I'm doing 4 across and 3 up. And then when you're ready, you can pull off your sellotape, your finger bob, your double-sided tape things. Oops. If you can get them off. And hopefully, so say for mine, I've now just going to be able to lift the flap up on these. What I was thinking is, rather than try and write underneath each month, we could find some labels to go underneath. I did these labels.
I like that.
I don't know that I released this in the shop, just dreadful. So this is number 66. I'm not sure you'll find these in the shop, so I think I was doing a little experiment.
I'll have a look.
I think we've got some different labels.
Right, give me all the labels.
We'd got some different labels, or maybe it was the same but different colours in before. So there might be another number.
Yeah. We had some that were the bramble fox colors.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're in there.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic. The
Look at
autumn labels are in.
I know. Do you know what? She's come on leaps and bounds with her technology, haven't you, Julie?
Well, just because I can link.
So
yeah, it's just getting her to figure out how to work that camera.
But
what camera? There's no camera
said?
here. No camera.
She said she's going to do that because that's part of her New Year's resolution.
I never said that. Do not put words into
I
my
knew that
mouth.
was coming. I didn't say
Do
that.
not put words in my mouth, Morag.
We've only been talking about it for over a year.
You two have been talking about it. I haven't been talking about anything. I'll let you know.
Oh, God. Wah, wah.
Oh, truly.
Drop in the comments if you think Julie should join us for lives at least once a month. Scrapping. Nope. Scrapping. Live.
Stop bullying me.
Don't she'll get HR onto us. Oh yeah, we haven't got a HR. Thank God. Won't last 5 minutes. So if you're sticking these down at the beginning, try and keep them to the very top of your frame, because I stapled mine a bit far down, so when I was trying to push my photos underneath, some of them were a bit
Sandra says she's going to pay money to watch me. How much you paying me, Sandra?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll get you. I'll come over to yours, Julie. Money's involved.
Oh gosh.
Heather, if you saw me scrap in real time, you would be here all night. You wouldn't be going to bed till after midnight.
Well, I think everyone would be quite happy with that, wouldn't
Takes
they?
me forever.
I don't think that's a stopping point there, Julie. So
Oh, Stephanie's on my side. She says, just say no.
Stephanie.
That's all right.
He doesn't respond to peer pressure.
Right,
Well,
I'll go a bit faster actually, because just in the time.
Cheryl said it's sounding very dodgy.
Is anybody else scrapping along, or you just watching?
I bet Paula is.
I bet Paula's singing.
Paula's finished her layout, filed it in her book.
She's probably finished the 2025 album already.
No lie.
Oh, Paula, we do take the mickey.
She's amazing though, how quickly she does them.
Oh, and look at that, so beautiful as well, don't they? Puts me to shame. Right, what I might do from the top of the pocket is do a border.
That's lovely paper.
It is. This is over. I was looking through my stash trying to find, just pulled together some random things as you do. So I thought I started at the bottom because I'm going to cut off from here, but I need to try and get that border on and then still get my title on.
Cheryl says Paula's done 2026.
Oh my God.
And Tina says she's scrapping.
Oh,
Stephanie's sorting and putting away her Christmas stash as she's done her Christmas layouts.
Did you
oh God.
Sam's scrapping. Paula's scrapping, but nowhere near finished. Oh, Paula,
Yeah.
you're slacking.
Maybe what Paula's New Year resolution was is to just slow down and let everyone else have a chance. Making us look better.
Okay, I want to talk about Vicky. Oh, my dang earbuds are fixing to die. I want to talk about Vicky Booten going to 49
Oh,
Market.
yeah.
Exciting. Are we excited?
OMG.
You
I'm so freaking
Oh, I know.
excited. So does that mean she's leaving American
Yeah,
Crafts
yeah.
totally? Woo!
I presume
Hallelujah.
so. We'll say yeah, but I
Yeah, she
presume
is.
she
She
has
is.
left. I
Yeah.
did
I
see
mean,
something actually on her feed today that she'd got like a little die cut. She said that was 49 a market. And I was thinking, ooh.
oh,
They're meeting up apparently I think it's this week, to sort out collection number 2.
well,
Oh, blimey.
I'm so excited. Wait, I'm so excited because hopefully they will allow her to do things that aren't so repetitive.
I think all designers have a type of a style though, don't they? And she's taking her.
They do, but yeah, but I was told that 49 that American Crafts, nobody report me to American Crafts for talking about them,
No,
first
no,
of
no,
all.
no, no.
Yeah. Um, I've been told that they want their designers to kind of follow the same,
Yeah,
say,
maybe they do.
color scheme and flower designs and all
Yeah, because they
that.
do seem to be very
And
repetitive, don't they? I mean, I
very,
buy most of Vicky Booten's collections, but I bought none of this Christmas one because I just thought it's exactly the same as the last one.
Which was pretty similar to the one before.
Yeah, yeah, you couldn't really, Christmas collections I think are all pretty much the same anyway, aren't they? They're the way they are, but like
mhm.
just looked exactly the same. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jill says Vicky Booten rub-ons. That'll be brilliant, won't it?
yeah, yeah.
49 and market rub-ons are like perfection, aren't they?
Well, they are. They come off like butter, don't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Well, I'll be
Oh,
having the new collection soon.
oh
So
right.
I'm
Gonna
not
speak
showing
to
you any.
us.
I'm not showing anybody there.
Oh,
Only if you
Uh,
sign the disclosure.
non-disclaimer.
I don't want to be kicked off the team.
No. That'll be the worst thing in the world. Let me just trim my things off the bottom. I'm going to use a dark paper at the back, just so that perspective pops.
Oh, that little thin line that you've cut.
Oh no, isn't that lush?
You need to put that
Nothing.
at the very bottom.
Oh, it's very lush. I don't think I've got room. That's my problem. I'll use it on another
Oh, it's the
page.
tiniest little bit. Surely you can slot that in
I think
somewhere.
it's because I need to get that title's quite big. I did a big, massive title. This is off the January Fox box, by the way, in case
I've
you're.
put that in.
I think it's in the
I've linked
shop,
that.
yeah.
Heather says, what does it mean for foundation pack? She did say on her, I watched one of her lives, she did say she would, if they weren't going to do it, she would source something very like it. But I would imagine they will probably move it across, Heather.
Or you could just buy the cardstock from Paper Fox that we use, because that.
Yeah, because it is well, it hasn't got the coating, but it's very thick
No.
cardstock, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
so, I mean,
49 the market paper's really thick anyway, isn't it? So
yeah, I imagine they will do, won't they?
I would
very,
imagine
very lush.
they'll, unless it's, as long as it's not under license just to
Yeah.
American Crafts. I don't know.
I think I had it in my mind. Bit of Rit Rack. Get out the Rit Rack, girls.
Oh
is, it,
yeah, a bit of
is,
trim. Love a bit of trim.
is it me? Is it I'm the only person who likes Rit Rack? I love Rit
No, I
Rack.
like Rick Rack.
I
It's so
love it.
retro.
It's so nostalgic for my childhood.
Well, I didn't have
Mary's
it in
having
my
a senior
childhood.
moment. She forgot to say she was here. Hi, Mary.
Welcome to the club, Mary. In the senior moments. On
Look at you
top,
with Rick
or
Rack on the
underneath.
roll.
know, but I'll just look at the price of this. I don't know where I got it from. It says £1.50 for all
Oh,
that. As I've seen a sale somewhere.
do you know, she hides this stuff from me when I go
Look at
over.
this one as well, Julie.
She
She
hides
does hide
stuff.
stuff. She's got drawers and she'll go, it's just, oh, no, you don't need to go in that drawer. And then I do, and it's
At least
full.
the
Oh,
answer comes to mine.
It's full of stuff. Full, Melanie.
No, it's not.
It is.
I don't even know what to say.
Look at all that. That could go round all of us.
No, and they're all donkey's years old, to be fair, as well. Oh, here's
Karen,
my Christmas
Karen
present
says,
off my Julie.
oh,
Ta-da!
yes,
It
lovely.
did change my life, Julie.
I know. So I told you it would.
You did.
You have no
Because
faith in me.
I was very sceptical as
You
per
just need one of them big gun things now that does you.
what the burglar ones.
Yeah, yeah, to hit your burglar with when you go.
Mhm.
I think this is a
Karen
bit
says she
creepy.
wonders how Vicky's style would fit into the nostalgic vintage style, as her colour palettes and patterns tend to be very retro. I think it's going to be a bit of a mix of both, Karen, from what I've heard.
I
So I think
imagine if you were Mrs. 49 Market, what's her name? I can't
Janine,
remember. Janine. She's just going to let Vicky do her own thing, and then that's just
yeah, I
what you'll
think
get from
it's going to
49
be,
Market.
yeah,
Because I think you know, if you look at the stuff that Katie did, that was what
yeah,
Katie did. You know, she didn't adapt,
yeah.
did she? She just did what she liked. So
And then they've got like Dennis, and he's like got his own style.
yeah.
So and they've got a new one as well, haven't they? What's her name? Forgot what her name is.
Is it
Well,
Joanne? Is it a Joanne
Joanne, yes. So yeah, I
Baines?
think
See,
yes. So
look,
they're
even
just
I
going to let
know.
them do their own thing. I think so. It'll be a mixture. You know, we'll have a more of a palette of
Variety.
what to choose from. Yeah.
I think the problem is that I love Katie's stuff, but it was all very, very. There was too much of it, wasn't there? Too much the same.
Yeah.
yeah.
Although I have got a lot of it.
Oh, what's coming new from Paper Fox?
Ooh.
Because like that's all I really want is
Oh, we've got something really
just a new
exciting as
just
well. Well, because
Collection you've never heard of.
yeah, like a brand new one that's not even out in the shop yet, and not out till next month either. And we have got our hands on it and working with it, aren't we, Julie?
We are.
But I'm not
Woo-hoo.
telling. Got to keep you in
oh
suspense.
my god. Would y'all ever consider doing like a subscription for that? And it's like, okay, I know I want them every month, so just let me sign up and send them to me.
I think what the problem is,
Like not to me,
yeah,
to people who did the subscription.
I think what the problem is
And I'm just
over
asking.
here, because we would love to do something. What the problem is that is supply's been really spotty.
Yeah, hit and miss, wasn't it?
And I think the trouble is the supply that we use from America, their system is just you order it, and the thing is when you're sticking it in a shop, it doesn't matter if you've got 24 or 27. Do you know what I mean? You just sell what you've got. Whereas the
Mhm.
kit, you need exactly the same number of everything.
Right,
And so the
right.
challenge has been, even for what we do so far, is that was it? I think it was for the Advent. Ordered 100 of everything. Yeah, I've got 100 of everything in stock. When it gets here, I'm short of 24 of those, 15 of those, and 7 of those. And then you have to go rooting around looking for that product somewhere else.
And because they're not,
That
because it's
makes
not
sense.
here. It's
Yeah.
the postage, then, isn't it, for different
Hmm.
places?
Well, yeah, because I ended up having, because I couldn't get the replacement from one place, I ended up having to buy it from 3 places, and it was just, and it was fine because it all worked out. But especially if you're doing it monthly, I'll put a bit of tape on the back of there.
Look at
Um,
that. It looks lovely.
just look at it,
Oh, I love a bit of trim.
and it's because it's like little. I'll bring some for you, Julie.
Oh, thank you.
Beans
Oh,
have shown me up. I'm
Blue
going to put a
and
bit of
pink,
tape on the
please.
back, and the pink.
Oh,
I
yes.
think I found some syringe. I think that was I'll tell you how old this is. I bet this is about 50. It must be vintage, but it's about 15 years old. I can't use the last little bit in case I'll never get it again. Right, I was going to put a bit of tape on, but I can't find. So all I'm planning to do now is I'm going to stick my pocket on. So you could have tape around the outside, oops, and have one huge pocket, or if you don't want such a deep pocket, because sometimes everything gets lost, then you could just put tape. So I've learnt this in the past. You could put tape across here, for example, on both sides, and then you won't have such a deep pocket. So if you're going to do a pocket, then just think about maybe what you want to put in there. You know, if you're putting a leaflet in, just trying to get a piece of paper. I'm a bit slow. I've got so much more to do. So you can decide, am I going to go all the way to the bottom, or is it just going to, you know, be easily accessible? So let me just put a bit of tape behind. Am I doing on time?
Hey,
10
Morag, they're
minutes.
asking about your glue gun that you're using. Is that
My
the
sweet petunia.
crafters? My sweet
Yeah,
petunia, yeah.
I have to ask Julie.
I got
It was
Heather.
my Christmas present off Julie.
I
I
had
don't.
it from
I
Bumbleberry Crafts, I
Oh
think it
yeah,
is.
yeah. I think it is.
Just
That's what they're called.
I think the one I got Heather one
It is.
for birthday last year, Christmas, but I don't know something. Because she has lots of problems with strength in her hands, and it's made a big
To be
difference
fair,
for
because I thought,
her.
oh, it's rather expensive for just a little gadget, which you know. So I appreciate my Christmas present. Um, but actually, you know what? My biggest problem is the thing getting bunged up, and then of course that problem's gone away, which is the best thing about it. So I agree, it was a really good idea.
You sabotage yourself, you do.
No, I just like to be contrary, don't I?
Yeah. Says I
I
don't
don't
need one
like
of
to be, I just
those.
am. I don't like to be, I just am. Right. I'm going to use a bit of red tape just so it's nice and strong if it's a pocket. And then I'm going to pop that on back here. I guess you could have sewn this. If I'm sewing it, I wouldn't put tape down because it just brings it your sewing machine, doesn't it? I was going to sew this actually, now that I remember. I might just sew across the top before I stick down. But rather than going all the way to the bottom, I'm going to put some tape across the middle, just so that I don't lose, you know, tags or ephemera that I'm putting in there. So are they having any other new designers at 49 Market now that we've got your attention? Or is that, do you think that'll be it for this
I
year?
think that'll be it.
So they've got 3. Is that
They've
right?
got 3, yeah. Yeah, because we only ever had Katie, didn't we? That she was the solo one. But now we've got 3, which have all got very distinctive, different styles.
Do you think there'll be as many collections next year as there were this year?
Like,
was
from
a
what I've
lot, wasn't
heard,
there?
it sounds like there will. I've already had 4 delivered.
Good grief!
Oh my
I know,
gosh.
massive box came with 4
Holy
different
moly.
collections, and none of those were Vicky's.
Oh yeah, because there's when will hers come out? Do you think?
April, it's out in to the public. We're supposed to be getting one early Feb.
Oh, I'll let you know, girls, when I've seen it. That's what she shows me. So actually, you'll see it when everyone else sees it. Then that's fair. I showed you the one that we got for the kit early, didn't we?
Yeah. Is it like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours?
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, you'll get the bum deal out of this because I haven't got anything to show you.
Oh, it is very Happy Mail, Sandra.
And we,
It's a massive box that comes. It's a bit overwhelming, really, but
Yeah, I can imagine
yeah,
that
it
actually.
is very overwhelming. It's a bit like all at once, that all coming. I've never had
Yeah,
anything like that before, so it is, that amount. It's very,
I
oof,
imagine. Yeah,
yeah,
it was bad enough. Like on Hit Kit, you get that. You know,
yeah. It is a
like
lot of,
every.
yeah. Sometimes it's worse. It sounds terrible, doesn't it? But sometimes it's worse to have more because you really get like bamboozled with what you're using, don't you?
Yeah, I think also as well, from my own personal point of view, it was quite. It sounds daft, and as lovely as it is to have all that stuff, but it's just like where do you put it all? Like in your craft
Yeah,
room. That was what I
yeah.
was suffering from. Oh, talking Hit Kit. That's what I was suffering from. Really, is that. So I might put my title on the side, by the way, rather than in the centre, just for a change. I don't know. But storage is always a problem, isn't it, with any
Yeah.
crafter? I might see some. I was on HipKit for about 4.5 years or something. I had a lot of HipKit stuff, which is lovely, but I had to clean out my craft room, so I just kept some of the bits and pieces that I couldn't part with. Oh, look at them
It's nice
flowers!
though when you can split the kits up and work them all
Yeah,
together, isn't it? Then that you don't have to keep them as a kit.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And being able to use it in the way that that floats your
Yeah, that you
boats
want
and.
to. Cheryl says she's happy to help store our items.
yeah, she'll take it. She'll help take it off your hands.
How long have you been scrapping, Cheryl? You've been scrapping a long time. I just think I'm going to start sticking these fellas down. Just we'll have a think about what to do in that corner. I think the thing is, I mean, I'm sure you're both the same, but I've been scrapping about almost 20 years. I'm guessing. Oh yeah, well, my daughter's 21 next month, so it'll be 20 years. That's a lot of scrapbook stuff, isn't it? In
Yeah.
20 years.
And also, if you don't use it, you go off it a bit, don't you?
Yeah.
You go off
Oh,
like what you thought was wonderful. I mean, I bought like loads of Prima, and I look at them now and think, oh, why did I ever? Well, I haven't got them now, but like when I did look at them, I thought, oh, why have I got? Why have I had that?
and I think and I'm so guilty of this, is when I had a real problem using papers that I loved. Oh, I can't. It's
Yeah,
like
it
this one,
kept
for
it.
example. Oh, I can't just
Yeah.
use that just now. And then I came to look at it today, and I'm thinking, oh, but it's a shame to split into a 12 by 12 just to do a little border. And I thought, flipping heck, it's been there for how
No.
long?
Yeah.
And
22
then,
years she's been scrapping, Cheryl.
oh, crikey.
When some was only a few weeks old, just things were very different back then. They were that we had like hardly any embellishments, did we? It was all
Yeah, you
very
just have to make
flat
your own.
and yeah.
I kind of miss those days where you handmade embellishments, though.
Yeah.
But having said
Suppose
that,
it did
though,
make you more creative in one sense, didn't it?
yeah, just like for titles, I remember having to like either die cut letters to make a title or like
Oh my gosh.
hand draw them.
Stephanie says for years you used to
And it,
buy 3 sheets, one to use, one to look at, and one spare.
oh my,
I get that.
I had all those Sizzix, like
Yeah,
what they
Oh
Sizzlets,
yes.
yeah,
and they came in those long
yeah.
trays,
Yeah.
and they were so heavy, and you had to tote that crap around.
I've only
I,
just got
I,
rid of some of those.
I lost it because I was
I sold
carrying them
them
around
all.
for my crop, wasn't I? Those things. I was like, I've done my back in so many times with that thing.
Yeah. Cheryl says she started by going to a creative memories workshop. Literally photos with a triangle in a page was it. Yeah, like I can remember
Brilliant,
my
eh?
first layout was very linear and blocky, and
I think we should dig out our first layouts.
I don't know whether I've
I,
still got
I don't
Oh
mine.
think I
God.
don't know where to find mine, obviously, because
I can remember what my first one was, but oh God, I don't know where it is.
what was your first one about?
Mine is in it. It was for Bailey,
Was
Mine
it?
was
and it's in her book, and it's
mine was
hideous.
from Amelia, yeah.
How long ago was that roughly? Long time.
Mine was about 20 years. Yeah, I started when Amelia was 6, and she's coming 26.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I will be 20, Bailey's 23, so I'm like 22
Yeah.
years now.
One of these days we'll get the hang of it.
Okay, keep
Forget it.
practicing.
Lower your
We get a bit
expectations.
blooming faster, that's for sure. I'm not sure how come we're not fast. Right, let me just make sure that's in the right place.
Oh, Stephanie says she has her first one on
Okay,
the phone.
we're at our
Oh,
hour. Oh, sorry.
right,
Stephanie's
I'll
going to
just.
add her first one to the group. That'd
Oh,
be
are you?
interesting to
Oh,
see.
look,
She's got
she's
it
so
on her phone.
organised. Have you noticed?
I know she's got it on her phone.
She's
I
so
don't even know
organised.
where to
Oh
find mine.
no, I was going to have to go digging in the loft somewhere. Right. How did everyone else get on? Did everyone else manage to do anything? So,
Oh yeah, Jill, peel offs. Oh, I used to
lots.
hate those. You peeled them off, and then they went all like every which way but where you wanted them, didn't they?
Right, I think
Mm.
I'll call that a day on mine then. I'm just going to do a bit of stitching across there. So just to recap, that was your photo mat sizes, 2.5 inches square. The photos will be 2.25. So I've just laid them out on a grid just to make life easier. I might do a bit more, finish off my background a bit more. Just so I've got a bit more kind of workspace. I've left mine loose at the bottom so that I can put a label underneath, write a little something or a note. Obviously, there'll be a proper page behind it. Just so I've got place to put more ephemera if I want to. I've made a simple pocket. I've not gone the whole depth just so you don't lose all your tags or whatever behind. So I'll get on, stitch that, stick it down, and then just finish the decorating. So I think that's it. Anyone else got any questions before we go? Thank you so much, girls, for your help.
Carla says, can you show the size again?
Yes, sorry, Carla. So there was a blog post on.
I linked it.
Yes. So if you go to the blog, but if you just go to our blog, you can scroll back if you can't find the link. And then I put the photo sizes that I used. I don't know from a photo if you just do 2 inches, because I mentioned earlier in case you missed it, mine were 2.25, but there's barely any border around it. So it's really up to you. So I might do 2-inch photos for this one. If you want to do a double page spread,
You could make them
obviously,
bigger then, couldn't you?
yeah, you can make them bigger and go across the page, or maybe have. I was thinking, and I might still do an example where you could do some bigger, like say if you go on a holiday or something, celebrate a big birthday, and then just have some smaller. But I think the important thing was having the months on the, like, as a summary.
Yeah.
So that was my only thought really. But if you do a double page spread, you'd still end up with your first page needing to be your 2025 or whatever. But anyway, I would really love to see if you do take up this idea. I'd like to see what you do, because I think we always learn off each other, don't we? So we're back next week, girls, shall we?
Yeah.
If Melanie can stay awake, bless her.
Ah, no, I am here. I am here. I'm trying to link the blog post and pin it to the top.
Ah, right.
So that'll be at the very first
Oh, I got,
comment.
yeah. I'm not sure.
So
Can you do that?
I got it.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Thanks very much, anyone. And I'll finish this off and post it in the group. And we'll see you next week.
See you
Thank you,
soon,
girls.
everyone.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye. Just see if I can close this off.